What a run. Hi guys, it's John. It's Wednesday, the 8th of January, and today I want to talk to you about dieting. And I want you to think of a new analogy, dieting as a debit card. So if you're from Canada or from the United States, I'm sure you know what a debit card is. Basically, it's a checking or savings account that is held at a bank where you put in your hard-earned money, your paychecks, etc. And from that, you have instant access to it via a debit card. So when you go to the grocery store, you can pay with your debit card by inserting the chip into the bottom of the machine, punching in a PIN code, selecting checking your savings, and boom, you've paid for your groceries. It comes right out of your paycheck pretty much because your paycheck goes into the bank and then the bank takes the money out and gives it to the retailer. Easy. So what I want you to look at your dieting is your calories. For example, we're going to use me. I have 2,000 calories a day on my plan. Okay? So let's look at that as every day I earn $2,000 from work and I get paid daily. Now, I wish that happened. I wish I was making $2,000 a day and getting paid daily, but it ain't going to happen. So let's just say that, for example, okay? So this is the money you get to spend for the next day before you get paid again. Now, you have to have your basic meals and snacks. Breakfast, we're going to consider your mortgage and everything that goes along with your mortgage. The upkeep of the house, the property taxes, etc., etc. The maintenance fees if you live in a condo, who knows, okay? The strata fees, etc. That is your breakfast. Then you go to lunch. These are your essential set bills. Your phone bill, your cable bill, your heat, your hot water, your hydro, your electric, okay? The things that you need to have life, to be able to turn the stove on, and to be able to flush the damn toilet, and to be able to pick up the phone and phone your friend, okay? It's necessities, your standard costs. We'll look at dinner as all your extra wants, but these are not just wants, they're things you pretty well need. A pair of shoes, a pair of pants, a shirt, groceries, etc. Things that they're costs you need to live, but they're not life or death. Okay. So you have to look at it that way. And then you got your snacks. That's like dining out to restaurants, your transportation, etc. Okay, look at it that way. So like you would have to pay your costs every day, you also have to eat to fuel your body. So essentially, you could look at breakfast as, okay, let's see, my mortgage payment, including all these extra strata fees and everything and blah, 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 for me is $500. Okay. Because it is 500 calories. So I have to now go and spend this money and pay everybody. So I go and I eat. I eat 500 calories worth of food. I've now paid my mortgage and my bills and I'm good to go for the day and I have a roof over my head. Awesome. I make sure that I've made healthy choices, etc., etc., etc. Then you go to lunch, you do the same thing, it's 600. You go to dinner, 600, and then you have your snack portions. So at the end of the day, you know that your debit account only has $200 in it to start the day off. And at the end of the day, you hope to be at a zero balance or at a plus balance, okay? However that works out. But you can't go into negative because there's no money there, okay? Now when it comes to a diet, that's your goal. You want to hit the 2,000 calories or just a little bit below. 10 calories over, the debit has a little overdraft protection for that, so don't worry about it, okay? The whole point I'm trying to make is I had put on my MyFitnessPal, punched in my stuff for breakfast, lunch, blah, blah, blah. I always make sure that when I punch in lunch, that I always punch in enough for a small salad at dinner and my blood sugar bar at bedtime, just to be safe. Then I punch in dinner when I make the decision of what it's going to be. There's always, whatever I choose to buy or bring home or make, there's always that side salad. I always keep room for my blood sugar bar. It's essential to life for me because of my diabetes. It helps. So I'm sitting there thinking, and I forgot to punch in my lunch and my first break stuff. So I went and punched it in and realized, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I looked at it and I'm like, I punched that in. And I'm thinking, this is getting kind of close here. I punched in my evening coffee that I always have after work. I punched in my blood sugar bar, my salad dressing. Presto. How many dinner calories do I have? 165. I'm thinking, What am I going to fuel my body with for 165 calories, honey? Protein, carbs, and otherwise. I'm thinking, shoot, girl, I am so screwed. Now, what happens when you realize your debit's getting low and you don't have any money? Well, you got to find more money. Now, you can be the stupid person and you can go steal money, but we wouldn't do that. We're not that type of people. And really, how could you go steal calories? You can't. So what you have to do is find a way to earn more calories. What does that mean? It means getting out there and doing some exercise. This is the key thing that fitness plays into it. When you realize you're getting close and you want to put stuff in, I figured out, okay, this is what I'm going to eat for dinner. I'm going to make a roasted red pepper and tomato soup. I'm going to have some sprouted grain bread with my salad. I'm going to make it awesome. It's going to be super amazing. Okay? And I wanted to have a chai latte when I got home. So I punched everything in and I'm thinking, okay, once I've calculated everything for the entire day, I'm short 258 calories, not including a sauce that I might, or something that I might want to put on the bread. So I'm thinking, what am I going to do? Crap. I need to find 258 calories. What did I do? Even though it is literally freezing buckets outside, it's not snowing. It stopped raining, but it was still puddles everywhere. I said, I'm going to haul my tired, worked out butt out for a run. I had just worked 8 hours. I had just traveled all day. I had been shopping. I had been so tired. I wanted to die and just go to bed and, well, okay, you know what I mean by not die, but I just wanted to go to bed and sleep and relax. But no, I had to go for a half an hour run. Turns out, I went for the run. I burned 295 calories, came home, did my ab workout for day 2 of my 6-pack abs 25-day challenge. Boom! I scored 301 calories, hunty. And guess what? That means I can have dinner because I am now in the clear 9 calories. Woo! Now I know that is really cutting it close. The thing is, I tend to eat smaller meals more often, but not really snacks. So instead of having a 600 calorie lunch, I probably have a 400 calorie lunch. Instead of a 600 calorie dinner, I have a 400 calorie dinner. And instead of the 150 snack, I take the 200 from lunch that I didn't spend, the 200 from dinner, and the 150, and make a 550 midday meal that is my heaviest part of the day. And then I keep the 150 for my bar at night, which is exactly what it needs. And sometimes what I will do is I'll take that 550, and I know I have the 5, the 4. Usually what I'll do is I'll do 5, 450, 450, 150. And I'll take the other 150, 150, and 150, which is another 450, and I'll slide that amongst open periods. So I'll take the 450 and I'll divide it up into things. I'll say, okay, I need 50 calories here. I'll need 110 calories for this here, you know? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. As long as I'm spacing it out well enough so my blood sugar doesn't, you know? I'm spacing it so I'm having less carbs more often, and I'm having less calories more often. So I'm staying more balanced. I'm feeling that it's really helping with my blood sugar control. It helps me not have to spend all day in the washroom. It's really done wonders, you know? And I always make sure, like, I've been tired from the end of the day at work, you know? And the last time I would have had a small meal, say, would have been 2:30, 3:30. So I'm thinking at 6 o'clock, I need something. So, of course, I'll have my iced coffee, which has a lot of milk in it. So I'm boosting up the carbs, I'm adding the calories in, and I'm taking that out. I'm taking 50 calories from dinner, 50 calories from lunch, pays for itself. So at the end of the day, I'm in the clear $9. My diet bank account has $9 left in it, hunty. And I'm going to take that $9 and go on a little me shopping spree. That'll get me what? Half a cup of spinach? No. But I'm happy because I'm within my budget. And the great thing about MyFitnessPal, when it calculates, it does calculate everything from fiber to fat to sodium to everything. Now, I know today I am totally off on my sodium. It's like more than what I should have had. But I've had way more than enough of the rest of the stuff to cover my butt. You know, and one day where I'm excessively over on my sodium by, say, 800 milligrams, I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, it'll make me feel bloated, but again, I worked out. I feel great. My calories and my carbs are on budget. My fat is always below budget, which I love. My sugars, my fibers, and protein are awesome, and I feel so amazing, and I love it. And even with the stress of work and the stress of life, I feel like I've accomplished a lot this week, and I can do bloody anything. So thank you everyone for watching, and have a great night. Bye, y'all.